Leisure travelers. Those are the kind of travelers which Pullman generally goes after. A younger, business and leisure hybrid demographic. Having reviewed some Pullman resorts before, this makes a lot more sense than you would think. Pullman resorts are like that super functional pair of pants in your wardrobe. You can wear them for just about any occasion, and they're just stylish enough, but they're not turning any heads. Join me for this quick tour of the Pullman Lombok to see what I'm talking about. Let me welcome any of you that might be new to the channel. My name is Kevin. I'm here to give you a self-funded and honest look at some of the best, most unique, or simply most popular airlines and hotels in the world, which I've been bringing to you full-time, going on 5 years. I'd love for you to know more about how I do things on the channel, so simply scan the QR code, click the link in the description, or check out my hundreds of videos to do so. Let's get into the review. The southern coast of Lombok, in and around where we're heading to today, was designated by the Indonesian government as one of the country's 10 next Balis, quote-unquote. It's a beautiful coastline, but it is quite a bit out of the way compared to other resorts near the Gili Islands or in Senggigi. But sometimes that's just what you're looking for. The Pullman Lombok was opened at the end of 2022 and has a total of 257 rooms, suites, and villas, the majority of which are housed in the building behind the ornate screen in front of you. From the driveway, you'll pass through a reception pavilion and onto the open-air lobby, looking out over the compact but nicely laid out property. The design is inspired by traditional Sasak shelters seen throughout the country, with the lobby sitting at the top of the primary restaurant, Air, which leads out to the pool and the beach. There are two primary pools, one for adults and one for kids, though they are attached to one another. Also attached to the adults pool, or well, the family pool, is the Lalo Pool Bar, serving drinks and snacks throughout the day. If you're enjoying the video and would like to support the channel, there are many ways that you can do so. A quick like on the video and subscribe helps videos with the algorithm. You could join my YouTube channel memberships to get early access to some videos and access to all of my community posts. Or you could check out my Patreon, where I post the most and can help you with any travel related questions. Whatever you do, thanks for doing it. Onto the beach, which I actually thought was really beautiful and a bit unique in one very odd way. I'll let you have a look around, then we'll check out where we are and I'll explain. So Lombok is an island similar in size and population to Bali, but around 300 times more laid back. Today we're on the south side of the island, and it would seem the only thing in the immediate area is a racetrack, which I really can't make any sense out of. Build it and they will come, I guess? The resort has compact grounds, but if you're just looking for a reasonable escape, they certainly get the job done nicely. So about that oddity. When I was walking on the beach, specifically the portion that the water had receded from, for the life of me I couldn't understand why it was so damn hard to walk. Each step had me sinking down like 6 inches. I looked closer, and I've never seen sand like this. Gazillions of perfect little balls. Well, I guess of the same material that sand is made of, but in this case I feel like the process wasn't really finished yet. If anyone knows what causes this or what it's called, I'd be curious to know in the comments. Okay, let's head up to my room. I reserved a standard garden view room and asked about paid upgrades at check-in, which was quoted at around $40. I passed, but then when I entered my room, I was surprised to see that even the garden view rooms kind of have an ocean view too, and a beautiful one at that. The rooms were fresh and functional, and I personally appreciate the table and chairs rather than trying to squeeze in a tiny sofa. I'll let you have a look around as I put up the extra bits. I'm considering making a change to how I score hotels, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Right now, I score based on the exact price that I paid, but I'm wondering if I should change the score to be based on the average price for the room that I see throughout the year. Two sides to this coin. In defense of how I do things now, I always book publicly available rates. Just about anyone can book the same prices that I do, but I do generally try to book during low or shoulder seasons. A hotel that gets a 90 out of 100 for $200 a night might get a different score if its average rate was $400. The other side of the coin is to give a more well-rounded score, one that takes the average rate over the course of the year into account. It would also be based on the room category that I actually get if there was an upgrade involved. Anyway, I'm just thinking about this now for changes coming in 2026. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll take this quote-unquote garden view any day of the week. There are definitely benefits to being on a much less developed island for sure. Okay, so food and drink venues. In the lobby, you have the lobby bar open in the afternoon and evenings. And as we already saw before, the Lalo swim-up bar is available in the pool. For restaurants, there are two options. Next to the pool is Sigara, serving up seafood for dinner. Then under the lobby, there's Air, which is open all day, and for dinner has an array of cuisines, including Indonesian, which is why I chose it. Service overall was pretty impressive, considering it's a newer mid-tier resort without a ton of traffic. But at dinner, it was exceptional, as was the food. I started off with gado gado, the world's most underrated, or perhaps just unknown, salad. The vat of peanut sauce was appreciated, and this could have been a meal on its own. 8.9 out of 10. For the main, I had the nasi campur, which is essentially a sampling of a few different dishes. I'm just going to read my notes from that day. Quote, "Nasi campur was the best burn that I've ever had. Great when they don't hold back for a Western palate. The green beans were beyond good. If you told me that I'd get food poisoning, I'd probably keep eating the green beans. They were garlicky and fragrant from bloom black pepper. Eating it was like a high that I didn't want to stop," unquote. 9.5 out of 10. The next morning for breakfast, I was just a bit confused. I got there 5 or 10 minutes after they opened, and the place was half full, and the food was half gone. I'm not sure if it was a tour group that asked for an early breakfast or what, but it just wasn't a great sight considering they just opened. There were lots of individual options, but there were also lots of near-empty dishes. Plus, there were quite a few leaks throughout the restaurant. Considering how good dinner was, this was a big disappointment overall. It's really hard to justify anything higher than a 3 out of 10 here. As we take a look at the small fitness center, let's wrap this up. The resort is secluded, but they have frequent shuttles to town. Its facilities are limited, but the views are gorgeous and it's priced accordingly. Overall, it's a good balancing act that they're performing. Similar to something like the Westin Langkawi, I probably wouldn't recommend anyone to hop on a 30-hour flight to visit. But if you live in the area, it's a nice little escape. So I really do hope that you enjoyed this tour today. If you did, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss my weekly flight and resort videos. I'll see you next time from Finnair's famously delightfully weird business class on the way to Dubai. As always, thanks for watching until the end.